I've gone from being a jock, steroid taker, manipulator of like women and people to a pastor. Like that's the journey I've taken. Like it's quite extreme. I remember I used to be a guy who used to love going and training, but not for the right reason. I would literally go because I was so image conscious. I was so worried about my body. I was so worried about how I looked. I needed to have a six-pack. I needed to look great. I needed the girls to honestly love me because that's where I felt my worth. All my worth came from how I looked, and I thought that would be the gateway for people to see my heart, and actually that's not what happened. Hey everyone, so my name's Dylan, and if you didn't check out my first video, that's my name. I don't know why that's funny, but technically this is my first vlog. I'm going to be speaking about my testimony, and I'm just going to be really vulnerable because that's one of the things that I really want to come through in this vlog, that I want to be vulnerable with you. I want to be able to break down this fourth wall where we can become community together. So I want to share with you my testimony, what God's done in my life, and how He's brought me from a place of that was not good, that was dark, to a place right now where I'm walking every day in life stoked, like everything's an adventure. So here goes, and I really hope that this speaks to your heart. So from a young age, I kind of started going to church. It was before 10 years old. My parents started going to church on the Bluff. That's where I stay. If you don't know, Google it. It's an amazing place. Got some of the best ways to serve, in my opinion. I started going to church then, was in Sunday school, like grew up, started going to youth a bit, and then in high school I was kind of like this religious Christian. Like I'd be like, you have to do the next right thing, you always have to be ticking the boxes, you have to be kind, you have to be good to people, like you can't have sex before marriage. And I thought if I did this, that Jesus would have a special place in heaven for me, and that's how I earned my right to go to heaven, this fear of not going to hell. So I did that, and I tick the boxes. In high school also I found like a lot of my identity in my sports. So I would play first team cricket, first team hockey, which was a big deal for me because I love these sports, and that became my thing. So I would start, when I got injured and when I got sick, like it robbed me of who I felt I was and my worth. Anyway, so then I'd bounce back from that, feel like all hunky-dory, like, and I would want to then be this good guy again when I was in a good space. I finished high school, was like, yes, I'm ticking all the boxes, I'm such a good guy, God loves me because I'm doing all the right things. Took a gap year, went to England, and kind of went off the rails just a little bit, and started drawing and going out partying 2 to 3 times a week. I lived in Oxford, so it was a student town. I was going out drinking, I was going out and hooking up with girls. I didn't care. I had the money because I was earning good money, finally earning the pound, and I was training and I was feeling good. And then I lost my way in that year. Then came back to South Africa, started getting plugged back into church, started getting back into the religious kind of thing, and then kind of hit the rails again, where I started going out and I started experimenting with certain steroids that would make me ripped and lean, because I found so much identity in my body. I felt like if I looked good, people would love me for who I am and would give me attention, and then that's where the whole thing came in, where I started going out again. I started training for the wrong reasons. It became my life, it became my identity. That got me into steroids. I would take certain things, like, if you don't know, these like clenbuterol and anavar, which make you ripped. I would do that because I needed to look like a lifeguard from Baywatch. I needed to look great, and that turned out to be such an unhealthy thing for me, not only for my body and getting injured and sick, but also just for, I relied on that to look good and find my worth and identity from that. That led to me eventually getting injured and hurt. I got sick, like I couldn't breathe properly. Like I felt that my whole throat had enclosed, and I went to doctors and they couldn't figure out what was wrong, and they were like, you just have to wait it out, like 6 months, you have a viral infection in your vocal cord. And I didn't even know what that meant. But what that meant is that I was not going to be able to train because I couldn't breathe properly. It was just coming to the end of my exams. I was literally sitting at home in the holidays for a month and a half, and and it robbed me of who I was. I was literally I was stuck in bed. I was playing FIFA all the freaking time, and I didn't know what to do with myself because I didn't feel like I was me anymore because I'd lost my ability to train and look good. I'd put on weight, and I was like, no one's going to love me anymore. No one's going to like me. I'm never going to find a girlfriend. My friends are going to think I'm fat. I'm not going to be able to actually be friends with anyone, so I'm just going to stay home. Until God came into the picture. So funny how he works.
Alright.
Maybe I must not talk about the calling.
You are gorgeous.
Why don't we?
All the girls want you.
Why don't we?
Do you see?
I don't know. I was gonna say.